and welcome to Beer Fest Chat. Here's your host, Ashley Sexton.
All right, Ashley, take it away.
No.
All right, so
Oh,
hey there,
he's
beer
pushing
viewers.
you.
Welcome back to Greg and Maxwell Stars. I don't know. This is Beer Analysis 101 with your host Maxwell Star and Loudmouth Greg. We are
Right.
going to take a look at something. God forbid we're taking a look at another beer from Collective Arts. Ooh, this one was kindly donated to me personally by Lady Lee here. This is their audio-visual lager. Fancy. Alrighty, so before we get down to what's going on, we've the beer itself. Let's take a look at who we've got with us tonight, starting with Mr. Redbeard. Hi, Redbeard.
Oh,
Mr.
hello.
Beard of Red. How are you doing tonight?
I are good. How are you?
I are good. I am
Good.
I are fine as well.
Good. I are happy that you are good.
I'm Mr. Red.
Yes.
Right. All right. Thank you, Redbeard. Oh, let's go over to Mr. Sexton. Ashley Sexton, Sexton Brewing Co. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thank you for having me, as always. Glad to see a nice panel, and yeah, hope
A nice
everything is
panel.
going great for you.
All righty. Oh, I'm doing okay if you asked.
I did.
I'm distracted. All right. Well, I'm doing great.
Good.
All
Glad to
right.
hear it.
And of course, we've got the lovely Lady Lee here.
Hello.
Greg is a big meanie face.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
I mean, she's not wrong.
That was a point. I know I'm not wrong. He
And
has
how
a big
you-
meanie face.
And how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's move over to Mr. Greg, just because we have to. The obligatory.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Hold
what the
on,
hell?
Arnold's knocked something down. Hold on, we have an emergency.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Let's go over to moi. Hi. And while
Hi.
Greg is putting Arnold to sleep, I don't mean actual sleep. I mean
Yeah, he broke.
Try that again.
I gotta go.
yeah,
Please,
all right.
I'll be
I
back.
mean
I'm
like
doing well,
silencing Arnold. So okay, so Collective Arts Audiovisual Lager. We'll look at the history of this beer, which is, since we've looked at over a dozen beers from Collective Arts by this point, won't go into too much detail and to say the Collective Arts was founded in 2013 by Matt Johnson and Bob Russell, not Lee Russell, no relation to Lee Russell. Johnson and Russell, along with brewmaster Ryan Morrow, began brewing on contract space in Nickelbrook in Burlington, Ontario. Collective Arts and Nickelbrook then opened up a joint brewery in Hamilton a year later in 2014 at the site of the former Lakeport Brewery. Collective Arts has since bought out Nickelbrook's share and now operates as their main brewery with production volume and distribution big enough to reach across Canada and into the US. So we've heard shit tons of beer. I'm not going to go over. We all know what beers they make. So audiovisual lager, on the other hand, is a 4.9% ABV American-style adjunct lager brewed with Pilsner malt and brown rice and Y80 hops. And then it's cold-aged for 4 weeks. First introduced in September of 2019, Collective Arts claims it builds on the intersection of art, music, and beer and has an audio-visual microsite with a constant flow of new playlists, album reviews, interviews, venue news, and more. And there's actually a QR code on the side of the can that you can scan. And my camera will pick it up. I'll hold it there steady for a bit so you can scan it. Maybe. And it'll actually take you to their little microsite where you can discover indie music from, I'm assuming, the Toronto area, but probably covers more area than that.
Well, they are in Hamilton, so.
All right, so let's dip into Redbeard's history with this beer.
Yeah, dip into me, baby.
Dip into Redbeard.
I'm pretty sure I've had this maybe 2 or 3 times because we've meant to do it a couple times now, and it hasn't. So I just drank it, bought another one. So that's my history. The lager, not really style I tend to gravitate to. So, but yeah, that's my super exciting history.
Your story, and you are sticking firm to that. Right on. All right, so let's move over to Mr. Sexton.
So, I mean, I've had this beer before. I may have even had it on here on this show, maybe once when it was like a BYOB something. I don't know.
Very well.
I feel like I may have talked about this beer before on the show. But it's not a beer I've had a lot of, but I've had it a few times. But yeah, it's just a lager. So it's a lager.
It's a lager. It's a
Here
lager.
we go.
It's a lager.
Lager.
Lager. All right, let's bring her over to Lady Lee. And Lady Lee, what's your history with this beer?
I have a history with this beer. So I bought it. No, I did not buy it. I got it from work and brought it to New Brunswick and gave it to Nick. So we actually have Collective Arts at work. So we've been slowly getting more and more beers from them. So it's kind of cool. I've been able to try more and more of their beers. I have tried this one before, so this is not my first time. Yeah, I actually have a nice history for once. But yeah, that's my history. Yay.
Sweet.
Thank you for
Oh,
delivering
wait.
this beer to our faithful friend
Yeah,
Nick.
keep on Price is writing it up over there. I like it.
All right, and I'm leaving her up there for a bit for Lee in the
Mm.
chat. So.
Oh, geez.
All right. Anyway, so let's get over to Greg. And Greg, now
Let
that
everyone
finally
finish
Arnold
their
is
no.
quiet-
Let everyone finish their tributes to her first. They don't want a tribute to me.
I didn't even look.
Anyways, Nick,
Well,
I'm doing
actually,
well.
we'll finish with you.
Arnold is now securely locked up because he knocked over a pot because he was going crazy. He broke it. That'll require
Jesus.
some crazy glue. Number one, yes, I am a big meanie face. I had a very religious girl at work. Well, she told me I had to put money into a swear jar every time I swore, to which I replied, "Fuck no." And then later she told me I really upset her. Like, just like a really religious girl who's like literally, not even joking. She's like a 40-year-old virgin.
Like Jehovah, like
Yeah,
Jehovah religious.
She's Jehovah, and she's single,
Wow.
so she's super devout. So she's like never had dick in her, and she really
wow.
needs dick in her. But
This is a great beer history.
yeah. Anyway, no, that's just why I am. I just want to point out I actually am a big meanie face because I offended a religious girl from saying fuck
We
too
have
much.
Greg's history of being a meanie face.
That's my history. My history with this beer is nada, but I will tell a very quick story because I have two of them. Why do I have two of them? Because when I originally was going to buy this weeks ago for we were going to do it, but now you jerk showed up and it was just me and Nick crying together. I bought it at work because it was convenient, and then I conveniently forgot it at work, and I made my wife drive to another less convenient location in Crackhead Central over on Lakeshore. And then I got a second can, and now I've got two of them, one with a date stamp, one with not a date stamp, and one's a little more orange than the other. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah,
One's
that's
red,
kinda
one's
weird.
blue.
Yeah,
What,
that is
what
weird.
are the dates on them?
Literally don't know on one of them. One of them is August 17th. The other one is nothing. The date it won't show up on camera, but the date's
Oh,
literally
really?
like missing.
Nick is
I
all
have-
about
I have
the
August
Dates either that or
17th.
stamped in the black area.
I have the August 17th, Greg.
So you and I, at least for that can, are spiritual brothers. But this one is of unknown origins. I don't know. There's no readable date on this one.
It's not even a real audio visual. It's like some friggin' knockoff. Someone
It's
counterfeit.
something-
Counterfeit.
It's something from Highlander. They just put a sticker over.
This
So,
audio visual.
Nice.
The QR code has been checked, and it just takes you to the site, and there's nothing there.
Oh, boo.
So it must be something that they used to do and not anymore.
That's a website that we used to know. How could you shut me off? Anyway, all right. Okay.
All
right,
Trying to
so
collect my
my
records. I don't
history-
get my number. What?
Fuck off. All right, so my history with this beer is that I have bought this beer on I think at least two occasions, not this can obviously, to do a BA 101 on just this one. Like I go into the store, I'm like, hey, here's some ideas. I'll buy that one, see what the guys want to do. And twice now, I think I've bought the audiovisual logger to see if anybody wanted to do it, and it's gotten old to the point where I just freaking drank it myself. So, to my surprise, when Lady Lee came down here, she brought a can to me, and when I saw it, I'm like, "Hey, that's a new label." Because even now, all the cans that we have in New Brunswick of audiovisual lager are still with the old fucking label.
Oh wow, those are.
That's
old,
how
man.
old they are. So I'd love to say that this is the freshest I've ever had of this can, even though it's a 5-month-old can because it's dated July 1st of 2021. But it's a lager, so it should keep, right? But on two occasions, I'm pretty sure on two occasions I've drank this beer before, but it was an old can, like close to a year old, and it was all right. My recollection is okay. But but very much thank you because I'm glad I get to try one quite a bit fresher, even if it is that age. which is weird to say, I know. But so thank you, Lady Lee, for giving me that can.
You are very welcome.
And it's crazy to think that that's still fresher than. Anyway, all right. So that's my history done with. Who wants to read some comments? Which is basically all just Lee Russell right now. All right, I'll put Redbeard up.
Comments.
All right, let's go. More video, less audio. And then he says, never put Lady Lee on the full on screen at all, and everybody else just keep talking for the whole half hour. Jesus Nick, keep on talking about dog murder. He says they're definitely related.
We know what
he
his
loves
secret
you.
fetish is.
He says he loves that Collective Arts makes pretentious beers, and he hates that they're making this regular lager. He thinks Lady Lee looks awful tonight, and he's very jealous that you weren't with him. And then what else does he say here? He loves the religious people and thinks you should never, ever, ever be mean to them.
Oh yeah, really is totally.
I mean, you know what? I am a terrible person, but don't worry, I will be burning in the afterlife as a result.
Well, possibly. Who knows?
That's just because you're not circumcised.
I mean, you're right. I'm not. How did you know, Nick? Did you sneak a peek when you were
I have no idea, actually. I just wanted to say that.
Well, there you go. I guess that's a gender reveal.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let's yeah. All right.
Nice.
Interesting comment reading. So we got 5 viewers right now. We had 7 until Redbeard started reading the comments the wrong way, and we talked about circumcision for some reason.
Yep.
That was my fault, actually. So we had 5 viewers. I'm assuming there's somebody other than Mr. Lee in the chat, which not that we don't like Mr. Lee, but hey, let us know what you're drinking, including Mr. Lee. Let us know what you're drinking.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm wagering a guess it's something from Propeller.
Probably their ESP.
Or
Definitely something super hazy and fruit infused.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's manly for you.
It's gonna be it's probably gonna be a Propeller London Porter or something like that. That's totally a Lee beer. Oh, there's a new comment. Do you want to read it there, Carrie?
Yeah, thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. I love you too.
For fuck's sake.
Wow. You spelled his name wrong though.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucks with the K. The hell.
Hey, we got 6 viewers.
No
All right, so where do we want to take this? We've already given our history. We've where do you
want to take this?
Well, the next step would be to talk amongst ourselves about beer or about something else, and then go to our final thoughts. But
what's everyone's favorite Collective Arts beer they have had up till now currently?
I really like the Jam Up the Mash. That one was really good.
The one I've probably spent the most money on is Ransack the Universe.
Yeah, is that the IPA or the Pale Ale? I can't remember.
That's their IPA. That used to
IPA.
be their Hemisphere IPA.
Yeah, I think that's the one. That's probably my favorite. I like their Pale Ale too. I'm not even sure if they make it anymore. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember liking that one.
The Citra Pale Ale.
So Nick, you're gonna laugh at me. I opened the wrong beer tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wrong beer.
Yeah. So Cody, I'm gonna have to steal your beer.
Oh well.
Uh-oh.
Nick, your favorite Collective Arts beer?
My favorite Collective Arts beer, I like the IPA series, and I think I like the 15 the best, only because I had the 5. So, I mean, it's a copy of the 5, and I only had the 5 ever once, but I got the chance to try the 15 fresher. That's not really a fair beer. Like maybe I shouldn't be saying that one so much as I should be going with something that's in their core lineup. And if I were to drink a beer from their core
doesn't matter at all.
Like, if I were to drink a beer from their core lineup, it would probably be either Stranger Than Fiction Porter, or I go with either Ransack or Radio the Mothership. I do miss Life in the Clouds.
I don't think Radio is in their core lineup.
I didn't see it at all.
Good Monster, I believe, currently is, which I put up.
Yeah, you know what the problem with that fucking beer is, though, is and this is my problem with fucking Collective Arts in general, is that I go to like the one LCBO in St. Catharines that's on my way home. It is one of the better selections, and if they had like 7 Collective Arts beers, 5 of them would be fucking sours, like right now. It's like, why do they have so many fucking sours out right now?
I haven't noticed that, man. They only have Jam Up the Mash, and they have a berry version of Jam Up the Mash, and that's
like it.
A whole bunch of them. It's crazy. I don't know. Like there's a whole bunch of them right now.
Oh,
and yeah, it's just really annoying.
For me, I'd probably say like if I had to one-offs. fucking Liquid Art Fest is still like
Oh god.
fever dream, but probably Good Monster, or maybe even Life in the Clouds is really tasty when it's fresh. So
I haven't seen a fresh can of Good Monster since the summer.
honestly, I haven't. There's one LCBO here that currently has it. Their cans are from like July or something. So I
Yeah, I'm not touching that shit. Not in
Yeah.
a double IPA. No fucking
No.
way, man.
I like their the guava goes whatever it is. I like that
Goes, yeah.
one.
I wasn't
I
huge
like
on
that
that. Guava when it's guava and something else, I'm a fan of. But when it's like guava's the star, usually not a big fan. Like
I
that
liked
that
it.
weird Jelly King I had that was raspberry and guava puree, half and half mixed with beer. That was guava doing some good shit right there.
Anyways, to my point, I would much rather see some of their barrel stuff hit the LCBO because
Like that Imperial
they have-
Porter they made a couple of years ago.
yeah, like they have nothing on the shelf that excites me. To be completely
Their
honest,
Imperial Porter is in a little gift thing this year that I have. I bought it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
I
the
bought
glass.
it. It's good.
I drank one of them. I still have one I want to do for review, whatever. But I'm not sure if I like. I think I like that format better than the other format where they gave you the
I do
super
too.
print that I just threw in the garbage every time.
I do too. I mean, I still have the art print, but I do appreciate the 2 cans and the 1 glass.
Yeah, and
Like,
actually, their
that's
Origin of
nice.
Darkness beers this year that you're available to order from their website. They're
And you
really
had
tasty
to
as
order them
well.
from their website. You don't ship them to the LCBOs at all.
See, that's the thing. Ship that shit to the LCBO, man. Like, fuck.
A lot of LCBOs. I know 2 of the ones here in town. They just don't like stocking Imperial Stouts for some reason. I hate it because it's like if
I think
like,
there's a
the one
certain amount of, like,
downtown.
LCBO only wants to stock beers that'll sell, kind of thing.
The one, the one downtown, like where they have the
Late,
most,
like
and
bulk at paying $15 for a beer.
they have the least amount of fridge space. It's like, okay, put some Imperial Stouts that'll just. Who cares if they sit on the shelf for a while? They're going to be fine. Those beers.
Yeah,
as
but they
opposed
take
to,
up
like-
valuable shelf space that can be used for a lager or a seltzer. I'm just going by the way the LCBO.
Yeah, well, the LCBOs, the seltzers are in the seltzer area. They're totally separate from any beers. But I will agree with that. But at the same time,
shelf
90
space is coming from somewhere.
90% of the people that drink lagers and shit here in North Bay are not going for the craft lagers and stuff. They're grabbing Carling and Laker Ice and just the garbage beer. So I feel like
It'd be like Moosehead or Schooner here.
even that's all the macro stuff is kept in the macro area, and then the Ontario Craft has its own area in the LCBOs, and
Carling.
they're stocked by. It's weird some of the beers they pick.
So I was thinking for a BYOB, we should do like a cookie or a dessert one.
That'd be cool.
'Cause
Do a pastry
I-
beer.
Yeah, because I found one that I would like to do.
Is it that Society of Beer Drinking Ladies cookie dough? Yeah, okay, that's
I feel like Dan's already like going through his fridge to see which one he
Yeah.
wants.
I
be
can
fun with
already
him.
I can already feel Dan getting an orgasm from us talking about doing pastry beers.
Anyways, I
I'm
think
pretty
that'd
sure I
be
can
fun
find one.
because
Wow.
there's lots of them out there. So I think that would be a fun thing to do.
All right, we ready to talk about our final thoughts on this beer?
Yes.
sure.
Oh, no, it'll be a nice, easy episode. Alrighty, so I'm gonna pan back out to it's Redbeard that's going first. Hi, Redbeard. What do you think of this
Hey,
beer?
what's going on? It's a lager. It's like I said in the beginning, it's not something I gravitate towards, but as a lager, I think it's actually got a pretty nice flavor to it. The brown rice, whatever they use, I feel like something with that is kind of coming through, and yeah, it's just really clean. Nothing really crazy going on. I could crush like 12 of these on a hot summer day on a patio kind of thing. Probably barely even feel it. It's beery water kind of how the style comes across for me. But for the style, I'm going to give it an 8.5. And for personal enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 7.5.
All
All right.
fair enough.
One of the tastier lagers I've honestly had in a little while.
There you go. All right, thank you, Redbeard.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's move over to Ashley, Mr. Sexicron. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't mean
What
to stop bringing the radar into this thing. All right, so there you go.
Jesus, man, that was like way out of control. God.
I'm trying to liven up the show. Come on.
And I'm sorry, Redbeard, I'll be honest. I spent half of your review yelling at my kids above me because they're being so loud. I honestly didn't hear half of your review. Can you give me the very brief synopsis?
He likes.
I thought it was this is one of the tastier lagers I've had in a little while. Like again, I haven't had a lot, but I thought it was. I kind of feel like I got a little bit of the rice kind of stuff going on, and
Yeah,
just kind of nice and clean. And yeah,
is this brewed with rice?
Yeah, brown rice apparently.
Brown rice.
Really, eh? See, and you know what I was gonna say is I think I remember enjoying this more before than I do now. And maybe it's just a batch variation or something like this. But for me, this one comes across a little bit too rounded, a little bit too soft. You know, I like my lagers really crisp, really, you know, pils, like, you know, I just love my Pilsners. I just love them nice and bitter and crisp and earthy. And, you know, and as such, I just expect all my lagers to be the same way. This one comes across not quite like it was lagered, almost as comes across a little bit softer like a blonde ale. So I mean it sort of has that earthy bite to it. It's a little bit citrusy on the nose. It's not offensive. It's well made. It's just doesn't have it sort of has like a little bit of a, I'm not going to say like a buttery finish to it, but it just sort of has like a little bit of like a tacky finish on the end. Which yeah, I mean it's better than most. I mean, not the best in my mind, like right now. So, but I do remember this being a little bit better. So I don't know. I would have it again. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy a 6-pack or anything like that. But you know, maybe if I just wanted to mix in a lager when I was buying a mix 6 or some shit like that or whatever. So yeah. So for style for a craft lager, I don't know. I'll give it a 7.75. And personal preference, I'll give it a 7.
All right, well said there,
Cheers.
Mr. Ash.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's go over to Lily. All right, Lily, what do you think?
I am actually going to echo what Redbeard said. I find this one is refreshing. I find it does have a nice taste to it. It goes down easy. It goes down smooth. I kind of have this issue, like this love-hate relationship with lagers, because I find some of them just taste like ass, and others actually taste like they go down nice and smooth and it tastes good. And this is one of those. I am enjoying it. I think it tastes really good. So I don't know if that means that the style is wrong though. So
Doesn't taste like shit. It's not in style.
Yeah, I feel like that. I'm fucking it all up. But I think style. I'm gonna give it a solid 7, and like personal preference, I'm gonna give it an 8. Like I think it's been going down pretty smooth. It has like a nice slight taste to it. I just enjoy it. I just find it preferable over a lot of other lagers that I've had.
Nice.
I just want to point out, Greg, you just failed at life by not jumping on that super obvious joke you could have made there about eating ass. Just want to say.
Oh no, I was getting to that, but I was gonna wait till my turn, and then I was gonna be like, "Yay, Lady Lee knows what ass tastes like."
And he does know what ass tastes like.
Well, you got the cat's ass in front.
As soon as you said tastes like ass, I thought Greg was going to be like, "Well, you would know." It didn't happen.
No. A gentleman never interrupts a lady. He only insinuates analingus later on.
Jesus. All right.
He's never interrupted me ever. Such a gentleman, such a fucking gentleman.
No, Greg isn't just covering up the fact that he had nothing at all. No, he totally was going to do that. Yeah.
I jumped on there pretty quickly, but anyway,
I
got nothing. I got nothing.
All right, so let's thank you, Lily. And I'm gonna move over to this guy.
I got nothing,
Greg.
Nick. Nothing. So I'm trying I'm not nutting, not right now anyway.
You didn't write down all the notes after Ashley went, did you?
No, I didn't. I wasn't paying that much attention, other than I heard that Ashley's beating his kids, and good for him. They need a good beating. So I'm trying both cans. They taste pretty much the same. So this is almost one of those. I'd almost refer to it as a pale lager. It's or it could even be like an IPL, although I think those are supposed to be higher alcohol. I get very much a pale ale vibe from it, not to the point where I would confuse it with a pale ale, but it is very, very citrusy for what I consider to be a lager. And sometimes craft lagers do sort of have this thing. I don't know. I actually put that buttery finish thing in my head, and now I'm kind of thinking I get that, but I think that just might be Sexton influence. So I mean, as it is, I mean, I don't actually think it's a particularly good lager because it doesn't taste like a lager to me anyway. But it is a good beer. It's a refreshing beer. It's nice. It would be like if I was in the mood for a pale ale and there wasn't one around, you gave me this, I'd be like, this will scratch a similar itch. So I mean, for lager, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 because I don't really think it tastes what a lager should taste like. But in terms of overall enjoyment, it's a 7.5. It's a perfectly nice beer, and yeah, you can totally drink it by a pool, enjoy it, and you'd have a good time.
Drink it by a pool.
Going back to
Rich people.
your Ashley Sexton
I got
comment.
a pool. Come on down.
I feel like Ashley has the power that when he describes a beer, all the beers of that beer just magically transform into.
Well, that's
that
because
beer.
Ashley has
Ashley dictates
Ashley
the
is
style.
the
Ashley's
magical
palate
power.
is correct, and we're only varying degrees of correct.
Yeah.
In comparison to
Yeah,
Ashley.
we're all stupid idiots compared to Ashley's palate.
yeah.
It's that simple.
Well, when
Ashley's tongue should be insured for millions of dollars.
Well, it's not like any of us, focus like we're none of us are BHCs.
Also, Ashley, you're muted if you're saying anything.
And the important question is, has Ashley's tongue ever tasted ass?
Oh.
Alrighty, okay. Let's go.
I am muted at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow that up now. I'm gonna give my thoughts, and yes, if you're watching, I'm gonna read them off of a notepad because that's the only way I remember shit. All right, so I get off the top, I get this like sudsy, lemony kind of taste, subtle brown sugar note to it. It's kind of a wet, quenching beer. It goes down easy. It is refreshing. A light herbal note. Get almost like a black tea, earthy, almost soapy kind of coriander kind of note to it. But I doubt that they use any actual coriander in this. I think that's something that's coming off of the hops, like a almost like soapy, lemony kind of note. It's a great sessionable lager. I find. I do agree with Ash where it does come across as like it's not as crisp, or it doesn't really have the bite that you would get in like a proper good adjunct lager. Like I keep gravitating to Moosehead. I don't get really that earthy herbal biting flavor note, but I still really like this beer. Like it's going down super easy. I really appreciate that a little bit of like brown sugar in the taste here and the lemoniness, and it's just one beer that I probably would drink if I had regular access to it. I mean, I forget how much this was a can. Lately, do you remember how much this was a can up in Ontario? No. Yes, no.
I mean, we can guess it's probably in the range of about $3.25 a can. Like,
we'll see. That's a good deal.
Wait, I'm on it.
I got mine for free.
Oh.
Like the one I gave you is free.
Nice.
So
okay,
that's an even better deal.
I drink a ton of those for free.
The price in Ontario is
$4.20.
$3.35.
$3.35. Okay.
I better take a look at the NBA Electrical website here to see how much they are in New Brunswick, because I'm willing to bet we're getting fucking ripped off. But overall, like if this were like a cheap beer that you could buy in like a 12-pack or something like that, it's one I'd go to. Like if I was like, if I had to toss up between this and Moosehead, I'd probably take either or. Like for a 12-pack.
I mean, to me, Moosehead's a lot cleaner. If you just want something that you can knock back 12 of and not even taste it, then Moosehead is more that thing. This
I
is
suppose. I almost feel like Moosehead's got more of a hoppy note to this, like more of a grassy bite to it.
It's been a while since I've had Moosehead, but I don't remember it having much of a strong flavor.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say thank you, Lee. Bye, Lee.
It's sort of
just
check
your podcast.
Yeah, cheers, Lee. Moosehead just sort of checks that all those boxes for like just a generic like guzzler, right? Just
yeah.
But
well,
anytime you have it, it's always going to taste the same.
I guess I get Moosehead fresher here or something like that, because I always find like it is a little bit stronger of a lager than. And I could go grab one out of the fridge and I'd find it a little bit more potent than this. Anyway, so whatever. Hey, we have 10 viewers right now. So I'm going to go with 8 for the style and 8 for overall enjoyment. So there you go.
I'm kind of curious as to like Lee deleted someone. Like I saw the comment, and he deleted the comment and hid the person.
Wow.
And
what?
The comment was something FYI, and I don't know.
Boy, FYI? It's
Boy,
my thing.
FYI.
Okay, I don't know what that is. doesn't seem like a link or something that you would ban someone for. I feel like maybe if possible clarification before just instantly banning.
Maybe just I don't know. Maybe just figured that it's useless comment. Delete.
Maybe it's raining on your parade, trying to come back and make.
That does seem
lewd
pretty
comments.
useless. It does seem
Maybe
very
they
weird.
did their own comment.
No, it says in the thing Lee did it.
Oh, it doesn't say that for me. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That says for
Oh,
you. Then.
Lee
Oh,
rolled
Lee
the
says it's a bot. Okay, so there you go.
There we go.
Sorry,
Fair enough.
Ruth Underwood, if you're a bot. Sorry with that. A Voyager, I
I
guess.
bought.
I mean, Ruth Underwood sounds like such a like legit name of somebody who is obviously enjoying the show.
All right, so I'm going to calculate the results, and I'll put Redbeard up to read the comments here. I'm not going to show them on screen, so you're just going to have to take Redbeard's word for it, even though we really couldn't have before.
Who knows what's happening?
Why don't you put Lady Lee on screen, have her lip sync to Redbeard reading the comments?
Should have Lady Lee read the comments.
I'm not sure what the reference
I
was.
feel like I should be,
Lee
but
had
it's okay.
said no boxing rock.
Patricia's.
That's what he's
Irish
drinking
stuff.
tonight.
Okay,
he was saying you assumed he was drinking
And
Propeller, and he
he
said
was
no.
he was incorrect, saying he thought Lady Lee
It was close.
predict this tasted like yeast. Then the 2 podcasts he's doing tonight, he might be around later on. I'll be
Awesome.
here, so hopefully see you later. Then the bot popped in, and he said before he goes, magic question: what is next week's beer?
What is next week's beer?
Radar's here.
Hi, Radar.
Lady Lee's on 10 more viewers than last week.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
I mean, it's true.
No, I was here last week. We didn't have 0 viewers.
I was here last week too.
There weren't 10 last week.
I understand. You only see me when I wear makeup. Fuck
No,
all
no,
y'all.
no. Nothing Radar
it's
says makes
amazing
sense.
what
It's okay.
lipstick does.
Oh
God.
Greg, Lee saved the show, apparently. Okay. And then something
kind of
about Star
modeled.
Trek
She
Voyager.
really
for Radar.
did.
I am so gonna watch the replay later.
He didn't say she.
Not on
He
camera.
said Lee Russell saved the thing.
I said Lady
So,
Lee. I saved it.
unless I guess
Oh, Lee Russell.
male Lee is now Lady Lee in Nick's mind.
Lee
so,
Russell
that's
saved
fine.
the day in
Put
the
thoughts in my mind.
because no one
You're
else
the one that said
commented.
it, not me.
I didn't say shit. I was saying that
You
Lee saved the
said
show. I was.
exactly that specific
We said
thing, word for
Lee,
word.
Lee means the girl.
And they're all
Okay.
Borg. They're all Borg.
Radar just said, "Oh wait,
Color
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
wait,
Trying to
that
make
way we
sense
know
with
the
Redbeard
difference.
is futile. I remember that now.
Radar just said, "Oh wait, maybe last time before." I was there last time before. Thank you guys again. Thank you. Not the first time I've been on the show.
I don't even know who you are. How'd you get on this channel?
It's cool. It's
Goddamn
cool.
hackers.
I'm just here. I'm just the female token girl, lady
I
person.
wonder if we tell people that you have a penis, suddenly 7 viewers will just leave.
And then another 7 would show up.
Yeah, a whole different crowd would show up.
7 leave, 35 show up.
Yeah, we're down to 9 viewers now.
Oh no, we
haven't lost it.
just lost another one. We're down to 8 now.
Oh, now we're
I
at
talk
9.
too much. That's
Oh,
fine.
we're
Dropping off.
I'm only supposed to be seen, not heard.
Wait,
Fuck.
I don't even have. I have
The
Right,
people
you know.
need the final score, Nick.
I'm working on it.
trying to find 3 things I can juggle over here, but I got nothing else.
Well, you got a cat behind you.
That's
Work
not.
on that.
I
You
don't
juggle
want
your
to sit on the
cat.
couch.
I can
You
juggle.
got a bonsai tree, a
All right,
cat, a bonsai
so-
tree, and a poster. That'll make for an interesting juggle
All right.
set.
There's our final results here.
Wow, it's
7.6.
pretty average,
That's
eh?
pretty average, and also pretty decent for a logger. It's no
That's-
MGD.
No.
I got 2 toonies and a loony. I don't even know.
I might be.
Nope.
It's
Jesus
a
Christ.
very 7.6 type of night.
Very hard to see.
No, Carrie missed his calling by not being a carny.
Oh, God. You know what? You're not wrong.
That score is
Okay.
just like your average weekday night. It's like, it's like, oh, how was your night last night? It's like, it's not right. It was a 7.6 out of 10.
All right, ready for this?
You know,
All
I
right.
have to
Well,
put my
she-
headphones on.
In a second here. What's she saying?
Okay,
She's
ready
going
for
to
this?
juggle something for us. Wow.
Yeah,
Now
it's,
that's
it's much
entertaining.
easier when you have actual balls to do it with. That's what she said.
Now, can you do it topless?
Yes, I can. It doesn't benefit in any way. So I
I
won't do it.
actually find it would really
It
benefit.
might benefit Greg, yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, that did not work. Oh, I can do like this way too. Oh, it's been a while. Anyways, I
Cat's
can
very
juggle.
concerned.
Hey!
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
cat was
it's
gonna live
quality
in
of
your face.
entertainment. So let's go back over, and the magic question has been asked. So bring this up.
I don't know why I'm
and
on screen, but I'll take it.
Bring me up.
Yeah,
Hey, you were on screen because you were juggling, and now I have to juggle
Also
comments and thoughts and shit. And we are gonna do this next week. Ooh, the last of the main Chimay beers.
I hope I can get one in Toronto.
The one that I
Better.
opened.
Oh, you accidentally opened that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's okay.
Um,
It's okay. Cody has one, and I think there might be one left at Worthington.
There's two.
Better
Two?
check
Okay.
with Redbeard,
I might be
yeah.
able to get. I live pretty close, so I can run over and grab
Okay.
it.
Yeah, because it's pretty low in numbers over in North Bay, but Mason's Redbeard got one today. So
Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna try and do this next week as long as Greg can get it, because we are getting into that special part of the season where the holidays are coming up. Pretty much in them now. And yeah, I've been sitting on this
I'll
beer
show the
since
next
last
week
year,
beer.
so I'm excited to try that. This is like the last of the big three Chimay beers that we haven't done. We did the red and the blue already, so
I'm just
Why do
gonna.
you say the big three when they're tiny little bitch?
Ooh.
well, they're a
Ah.
little Trappist brewery from Belgium, from
is.
Scarmont Abbey or something like that.
Maybe
But,
legally on screen and shut up. Thank you.
Well, you know what?
I
She's
was
prettier.
Price is
She's
Right in
definitely
it.
prettier
Yours
than
is.
I am. She's definitely prettier than I am, so she's modeling the beer.
Oh, look, and the bottom drawer in the oven isn't totally falling off right now. How nice.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
I'm
But
wondering
the panel
is the
gap's
cat-
still a bit off, but
is the cat down below going to start looking at anus?
Oh, the
No,
cat,
she
the
wants to get
cat's
to the
up there.
drawer.
Oh
That's
shit,
the
the cat's
treat
up there. No
drawer.
good.
The cat's
Look at
trying
my
to
cat.
cat's
Do
trying to
something.
jump on the counter.
That's the treat drawer. She's trying to get into it because I left it open. But anyways,
Oh.
this is next week's beer. Just pay attention to the beer, not that.
All right, so next week's beer is Chimay White, and yeah, so it's the last of the main Chimay beers, and I've said that about 3 times already, so I think that covers it. So yeah, alrighty. So we got a last little bit of comments here, which I'm going to put Redbeard on screen for, and you go ahead and read them. I think it's just Radar.
well, like this one time, Beernomical and Lore, both Lees were one person.
Yay.
I mean, it's
All right.
true. They split off at some point.
It was
They
one
split,
set
they split off when Bob Hardy did the Big Bang.
before my time.
That Bob Hardy's responsible for the Big Bang.
I talked to my dad today. I know this. I just realized that we're still alive. But anyways, my dad is doing well. For all of you people wondering,
Yay!
yeah.
I mean, he would be doing better if he didn't steal his winter coat. Now he's cold.
Oh, God.
I look pretty funny in it. Anyways, I'm ending the night with this because I already opened it, so it should
Yeah.
be fun.
Might as well polish that
Not
off.
going to last till next week. So
Nope.
All right. All right. So I want to thank everybody for watching. The Radar and Lee for being in the comments. Everybody on the panel tonight, Redbeard, Dash, Lady Lee, and Greg, of course. We're going to take this shit offline, but I want to thank everybody for watching. And you had 70 viewers right now, so thanks for being there.
thank
Something-
you for
Whoever you are,
participating.
maybe you're.
Something penis.
Join Nick's OnlyFans.
Penis?
I don't have an OnlyFans.
You
Oh,
will
what's
now.
penis?
I don't have any.
Join the
fans.
BA 101 OnlyFans.
Orangutan penis?
We gotta
This
do
is
that.
Oh,
terrible.
but-
I don't want to have any.
All right.
Ocelot penis.
Penis.